What makes a pharmacovigilance system reliable when patient protection depends on every case being handled correctly? This explainer follows how quality assurance is built into drug safety work, from written procedures and training to audits and inspections. You will see how the system is designed, tested, and improved when failures appear. Pharmacovigilance quality sits inside the wider GXP family of good practice standards. That family includes good clinical, laboratory, manufacturing, distribution, documentation, and pharmacovigilance practice. Each area covers a different regulated activity, but they share the same logic of written procedures, trained people, controlled records, and independent checking. GVP Module 1 is titled Pharmacovigilance Systems and Their Quality Systems. It applies to marketing authorization holders, the EMA, and national competent authorities. It defines quality as all the characteristics of the system considered to produce outcomes relevant to the objectives of pharmacovigilance. The quality system covers organizational structure, responsibilities, procedures, processes, and resources. It also includes resource management, compliance management, and record management. Poor quality is not just administrative, because a case that is not entered cannot contribute to signal detection or to patient protection. GVP Module 1 builds the quality system on 4 activities that run as a continuous cycle, not as a one-off project. These are quality planning, quality adherence, quality control and assurance, and quality improvements. The system works by repeating these stages as monitoring shows what needs to change. Quality planning means establishing structures and planning integrated and consistent processes before work begins. Quality adherence means carrying out tasks and responsibilities according to the quality requirements already set. Quality control and assurance monitors how effectively those structures and processes have been established. Quality improvement means correcting and improving structures and processes when monitoring shows they are not working. A compliance report is an example of quality control. The resulting investigation is quality improvement, and a revised procedure then returns to quality planning as the cycle starts again. Module 1 requires quality elements to be documented systematically in written policies and procedures, including quality plans, quality manuals, and quality records. A controlled document carries a unique identifier, a version number, an author, an approver, an effective date, and a scheduled review date. This makes the approved version clear and traceable. Superseded document versions are formally withdrawn and archived rather than deleted, so the version that applied on a given date can still be shown. Module 1 also requires enough competent, appropriately qualified, and trained personnel. Training records should link each named person to specific procedure versions completed with dates. GVP Module 2 covers the Pharmacovigilance System Master File, which describes the Marketing Authorization Holder Pharmacovigilance System. Its content includes the qualified person responsible for pharmacovigilance, organizational structure, sources of safety data, computerized systems, processes, performance, and the quality system. Annexes hold supporting details such as procedures, systems, contracts, indicators, audits, and products. A logbook records every change to the master file with the date, the person responsible, and the nature of the change. The file is located in the European Union at the site where the main pharmacovigilance activities are performed or where the qualified person operates. On request from a competent authority, it must be provided within 7 days at the latest. A deviation is an unplanned departure from an approved procedure or requirement. while a non-conformance is a failure to meet a defined requirement. Deviations should be recorded promptly with what happened, when and how it was detected, what was affected, and what containment was applied. Change control handles planned change, such as database upgrades, procedure revisions, new vendors, reorganizations, acquisitions, and process redesign. Impact comes first in deviation management. You ask whether a case is reportable, whether a submission is now late, and whether the safety profile of the product changes. Each proposed change is assessed for regulatory, validation, training, and master file impact before approval, then verified after implementation. Investigations started long after the incident, and recurring issues point to an ineffective quality system. Root cause analysis asks why a failure was possible, not who made the mistake. The output should be a system weakness that can actually be changed. A fishbone diagram helps group candidate causes under headings such as people, process, systems, information, environment, and measurement. In the worked 5 whys example, a serious case was submitted on day 21 against a 15 calendar day requirement. The case reached the safety database on day 12 because it sat unforwarded in the medical information mailbox for 6 days. The root cause was a procedure naming one duty officer with no deputy, never reviewed as volumes grew. The worked deviation begins with one serious case submitted on day 21 against a 15 calendar day requirement, detected by the monthly compliance report. The immediate correction is to submit the case, then review all cases received through the same mailbox in the previous 3 months. Corrective action revises the intake procedure to name a primary and a deputy reviewer with a documented mailbox check every working day. Preventive action schedules an annual review of all intake routes against volumes and applies the same deputy cover control to affiliate mailboxes. Effectiveness is checked by reviewing 3 months of mailbox-sourced cases after implementation. The action closes only if no further breach is found, and retraining alone is not treated as a complete CAPA. GVP Module 1 expects processes for monitoring data, timely submission, data quality, and effective communication, and metrics make that visible. The headline metric is late case reporting, expressed as a count and as a percentage. Other indicators include submission timeliness for periodic reports and risk management plans, literature screening completion, signal validation turnaround, overdue CAPAs, overdue procedure reviews, training completion, and open deviations by age. A worked figure shows 8 late submissions out of 400 expedited cases in a quarter, which equals 2% late or 98% on-time compliance. A metric without a target, an owner, and an escalation point is only a number, not a control. This risk-based thinking connects with ICHQ 9 and ICHQ 10. ICHQ 9 is the harmonized guideline on quality risk management, and the revised Q9R1 became legally effective in the European Union on 26 July 2023. It sets a systematic process for assessing, controlling, communicating, and reviewing risk with effort proportionate to the level of risk. ICHQ 10 describes a pharmaceutical quality system with process performance monitoring, CAPA, change management, and management review. ALCOA Plus means attributable, legible, contemporaneous, original, and accurate, plus complete, consistent, enduring, and available. A delayed and unattributed paper note later typed into a database breaches contemporaneous, attributable, and original. So the better fix is direct entry into the validated system with user identity, timestamp, and audit trail retained. Safety databases literature screening tools and document management systems must be validated. With lifecycle controls such as testing, release, change control, periodic review, backup and restore testing, and controlled decommissioning, under expectations that include 21 CFR Part 11 and EU GMP Annex 11. Under GVP Module 4, audits are systematic, independent, and documented, planned through strategy, program, and individual audit plans, with findings graded critical, major, or minor, and critical or major actions recorded in the master file until implemented. Under GVP Module 3, inspections are carried out by competent authorities, may be routine or for cause, and can lead from education and warning letters to suspension, revocation, or product recalls. Marketing authorization holders remain accountable even when activities are outsourced, so safety data exchange agreements, workable exchange clocks, reconciliation, deviation handling, and risk-based oversight of vendors and partners are essential.